other OPM songs, and which artists would you love to have in Volume 2, if ever there would be one? I mean, I saw your post, your lengthy post about Lea Salonga, and I was wondering, why did he include Lea in Volume 1 then?
Well, the purpose of Volume 1, like one of my biggest purposes was to, obviously I want to include more Filipino artists, but the first one was to kind of introduce Filipino music to, the world, and not just, keep it in the Philippines. So that was my main goal. But girl, for the second one, honey, Lea Salonga, like Nicole said, she's definitely in my, in the top for me. Like, I would love to work with Lea Salonga. I think that, other than, there's been many Filipinos in the industry today, like Bruno Mars, her, Nicole, scherzinger, and Lea Salonga. At least when I was growing up, when I was 8 years old, or I remember just like watching the TV with my mom, who loves Broadway, and when we saw the Tony Awards and she got up there and won that award, it was just kind of like a moment for me to be like, man, like we can do it. There can be an Asian up there, winning an award and being on the stage. So I think for the second one, if possible, I would love to have her, because I think that she meant so much to a lot of Filipinos that didn't have representation at that time. Yeah.
It would be amazing to have her as well on Volume 2. Can't wait for that. How about you, Nicole? Speaking of other artists, is there a specific Filipino artist that you'd like to collaborate with?
I mean, Apple is like family to me from the Black Eyed Peas. But like Troy touched on, growing up, Lea Salonga was I always looked up to her, because I didn't have any other people who look kind of like me growing up, right? Yeah. That I could relate to, and they were like my idols. And, I dreamed every night that I was on that Miss Saigon stage. And I'm such a massive fan of hers. And I'm actually working on a Broadway standards project myself. Troy's going to help me with that. And maybe I could do something with her there, because I'm just a massive fan of hers. I mean, she's legit.
Aww.
She's a legend.
Now,